What's going on? It's your boy BONZ the Smack God. I'm here joined by my guy, Just J MMA. Hey, on today's show, we're going to talk about Francis Ngannou potentially having a fight with the Gypsy King. We're going to talk about the type of disrespect being afforded to the featherweight champion of the world, Aljamain Sterling, aka the Funk Master. Got a few thoughts on Kobe Covington versus Khamzat Chimaev, Mike Tyson loves Dana White, and much, much more. I want you guys to sit back, kick back, grab a drink, and get ready for MMA Vibez. You know what I'm saying? You know the vibes. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration? What's poppin'? It's your boy, BONZ. I'm with the house, man. You know what I'm saying? No, Pumas are back in town. You know what I'm saying? Ready to break down what's going on in this wild, wild world of mixed martial arts. And you know I'm always going to come with some of that bullshit. You know me, I got to keep up with the Kardashians. You know, I do it, man. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I digress. Just Jay, how you doing, man?
What's cracking, big homie? How you doing over there, man?
Oh, man, you know, I'm feeling better by the second as I sip on my little cocktail.
Yeah, I'm about to say, what you fucking with that whiskey shit, huh? That dark liquor? It don't look dark over there, man. What is it?
Right, I'm on there like, man, doctor said I got to watch my sugar. So, you know,
Oh, that's right. See, when you get a little older, you can't fuck with shit like you used to. You know what I'm saying? One day we're going to have a flashback. You sip on that St. Ives, I get that old E.
That would probably never happen. But we'd have to pour that St. Ives out and refill it with like Michelob Ultra.
I ain't fucking with none of that Ulster shit, man. Fuck that nasty ass beer, man. That's like that shit Bush beer. Come on, man. Watered down ass beer.
Yeah, man. What's wrong with water? What's wrong with water? We need water. We need water. But again, I digress, man. Hey, man. So it's been a couple weeks since we've been on. It's been a pretty busy and eventful couple of weeks, and it's been great. It's been great as a mixed martial arts fan. You know, we talked off mic about the potential of red panties for Kamaru, and I, for one, I hope we get to see that fight. I put the chances as 50-50, but what do you think the shots are of Conor McGregor presenting Kamaru Usman with the red panties?
It's not happening. Because last time I checked, me and you had a discussion. You was talking about that was his next fight. See, we had a discussion not too long ago when I brought up the fact that do rankings really matter? How the fuck is this motherfucker coming out of semi-retirement once again, and he's going to challenge for the belt against Kamaru Usman? It's not going to happen, man. Kamaru Usman will murder that dude, number one. Number two, Usman has plenty of guys to fight, you know? So I don't see it happening. It's not happening. And like I said before, man, you get caught up in emotion. Somebody puts something out there, you go, oh, shit, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. That's what you do.
I think I'm a realist.
You're proving it right now.
I believe I'm a realist, and that I think you're unrealistic. See, I think you got it backwards.
You can't be a realist. Not with this topic.
Let me cook. Stop interrupting. I believe I'm a realist because I believe that Conor McGregor generates so much money that he can do and fight whoever he wants. Conor McGregor could probably challenge Stipe Miocic at 205 or 225 if he wanted to. He can do whatever he wants because not only does Kamaru Usman get the red panties, Dana White gets the red panties. You know what I mean? Everybody in the UFC, they get the red panties when Conor McGregor comes through. There is nothing in sports. There's only one thing in sports that makes more money than a Conor McGregor fight in one day, and that's a Floyd Mayweather fight. So when you do that, you call it shots. You the boss. And I don't think you're being realistic about that.
Hold on, bro. Let me dive right into this. Let me reach out to the audience real quick. You just said you're a realist. You just said you're a realist. You just said this motherfucker can fight 205 Stipe Miocic. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? NFL football. Come on, man. The dude is not fighting the 205. That ain't realistic. The dude is not fighting Kamaru Usman. His first fight back in the UFC after what, 2 year or year and a half over a layover. He's not fighting Kamaru Usman. Kamaru Usman has plenty of people to fight in front of him. You know, the Colby Covington third fight is a possibility, more of a possibility than Conor McGregor and Usman. That could generate red panties for the both of them. Who wouldn't pay to see that shit? There's already hella heat because those fights were close. All three of them were close. You know what I'm saying? So, and you talking about Dana White red panty. He don't need red panties. Danny White got gold panties. He's good.
You can't get that. You're not gonna get off that Kobe Covington and Kamaru Usman is doing similar numbers than Kamaru Usman.
No. Listen. I'm not gonna say yeah or nay to that. I don't know. But who's recent? You know how MMA fans are. Who's the most recent? Who's been fighting more? Kobe. He's more of the now. What have you done for me lately? He's more in the news as far as a competitor of the weight class.
Huh? Conor McGregor, you sound crazy right now. You're gonna say
I'm not saying he's going to generate more money, but what I'm saying is Conor McGregor hasn't done anything in MMA. He hasn't done shit lately. Nothing.
We're talking about drawing money.
Yeah, but Kamaru Usman doesn't come off that a dude that needs money like that. He's got enough money. He could get more, but I just don't see him. I don't see him
versus Conor McGregor when it comes to doing pay-per-views. Not even remotely close. You can't get that off.
Listen, I'm not saying Colby Covington generates more money than Conor McGregor. All I'm saying is Colby Covington brings just as much. He can bring a lot to the table too. A third fight against Kamaru Usman, that's big payday. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think Kamaru Usman needs. What you're saying is Kamaru Usman needs Conor McGregor. He doesn't need him because Kamaru Usman comes off as somebody that's going to make Conor McGregor wait, if anything.
What I said, Conor McGregor is going to call the shots because he generates that much money. He's
not going to call the shots, not no more. He don't get that pull no more. He don't get that pull no more. Nah, I'm sorry.
I think he does. Until he doesn't, he does. He's not even healthy right now, right? Until he doesn't, he does. Right? He's the number one moneymaker in the sport. One of the number one moneymakers in the history of combat sports. Right? So for that reason, he gets off.
I give him that, but you're talking about fighting Kamaru Usman his first fight back. It's not happening. That's not happening. Especially what you mentioned after a leg injury.
Using the tune-up fight? No. They're gonna put him in big money fights as soon as he's able to come back.
Man, even Joe Rogan said what you just said. Conor McGregor needs a tune-up fight. He's not jumping in he's not fighting a monster like Kamaru Usman his first fight back. It's just not happening, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not happening. I don't care how much money you think is going to sell. It's just not going to happen.
He's going to fight. Who's a tune-up fight for Conor McGregor?
Well, I don't call it a tune-up fight, but I'm talking about somebody who's in his weight class, like a Dustin Poirier 3, because the second fight ended controversial. You know what I'm saying? Nate Diaz and Conor McGregor 3. I mean, those right there, those are the fights to make. I guarantee you he's fighting either Nate Diaz or Dustin Poirier, and I don't think Dustin want to even fight him no more. Dustin probably passed that shit. So he's going to be fighting Nate Diaz again. I mean, look at the script. Nate Diaz needs a new contract. Conor McGregor is out because of injury, but on his way back. I mean, that's a storyline in itself. Conor McGregor versus Nate Diaz.
I'm glad you said that because Nate Diaz has weighed in on that, and we can see what Nate Diaz thinks about that idea right there. I don't think it's a bad idea, but let's see what Nate has to say. Nate Diaz says, I've been trying to get to fight everybody and no go. What's the holdup, UFC? I'm not fighting Conor. He sucks. I'll fight someone. Quit slow rolling me, please. Thanks.
He wants to fight Dustin.
Nate's not interested in the Conor McGregor fight in his own
way. Yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? He wants to fight Dustin, but yeah, whatever. He'll fight Conor McGregor because it's 1-1. It's 1-1. You can't leave, and that's big money for Nate. You know, so you're talking about red panty. That right there is a red panty. They got heat. It's 1-1.
Huh? He said no to it. He says,
that's his talk, bro. That's his talk.
Okay.
That's talk. I guarantee you he's going to be fighting Conor again, man.
At some point in
You
time,
can book that. You can book that.
at some point in time, those two will fight again. Other big news. There was. What do you watch boxing?
Not as much as I used to. I mean, you know, I saw Earl Spence lay out whatchamacallit not too long ago. But I don't watch boxing like it's not the same as much.
But boxing is it's fallen so far from my purview that I really don't get a chance to watch boxing.
It's
I do have a
horrible.
lot of respect for the Gypsy King. I don't know if this is a clip or not, but I guess not a clip. But they said, you know, we're gonna find who the baddest motherfucker on the planet is. It's gonna be the Gypsy King versus Francis Ngannou in a boxing event. I mean, we're talking about fights that won't happen. What's the chance? What's the percent chance you see this fight happening?
Well, first of all, I don't see it happening in the near future because UFC's got to sign Francis Ngannou, and once they sign him, he's not going to be able to fight. So I don't see it happening. I think his next fight is going to be in the UFC.
You're kind of front running me on something I want to talk about. So let's take a look at Francis Ngannou. What you're saying there, he's actually addressed this. He says, I think the UFC is a great promotion and I want to keep fighting. Tyson Fury is not my last fight. I want to keep fighting. After Tyson Fury, there's a lot of fights out there. There's still John Jones. There's a trilogy with Stipe. There's big fights I can do in the UFC. I would really like us to get to a common point. Yes, I can fight Tyson Fury on my own, but what next? He's not under contract with the UFC, and he will make 10 times the money fighting Tyson Fury that he would fighting in the UFC. So
I thought he had one more fight remaining on his contract.
I believe he's done, is what they're saying. He's actually not under contract right now. So for him, he said he wants to do a new deal with the UFC. But
I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're right. I think he doesn't have a contract. He tried to get a contract. So if that's the case, if that's the case, he can fight. He can fight the Gypsy King, but I don't see that happening right now. I just don't see it.
Tyson Fury fight has to be a part of the contract discussion. That is not an option. If I sign under the contract now, basically same model of contract, I'm screwed. That fight's not happening ever. So we have to figure out a way to implement this into a contract. So
what do you think about these cross promotion? I mean, these MMA getting into the boxing. Well, I mean, I got love for that in a way because they're getting paid, but I'm so sick of this shit. You know, I just want them to just fight in the respective sports.
What they've only done like 3 of them ever. So for me, they're still very interesting. They're lopsided against a mixed martial arts fighter. I think a professional boxer is just a different sport. They're a specialist.
Right.
UFC guys, you can't make up that skill gap in even a year. It would take years for UFC guys to actually hone their boxing skills in order to get out there. But
they'll never be able to catch up.
I'm on the side of the fighters getting paid. I want to see
that part right there. I agree on. I just don't like seeing it though. I get it. Get your money. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't like seeing it, man. It's just because of the simple fact, man. Reason why I don't like seeing it is because it takes so much out of the sport that I love. I love MMA. I love UFC. You know what I'm saying? So we got the Conor McGregors of the world crossing over to fight boxing, which was good because he made hella money, but it prolonged a lot of fights that Conor McGregor could have been a part of in the UFC. Now he's doing the same thing with Francis Ngannou if he fights.
I agree with you there, but I do want to say this. I believe that, first of all, the lead up to that fight was a lot of fun. The Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather press conferences were a lot of fun. We got some iconic moments out of that, but that Conor McGregor's star rose as a result of that fight. Conor McGregor, he took his game to the next level after that. So I think that we've gotten a better mixed martial arts world after Conor McGregor was able to go over there and dip his toes to that boxing world. So, I mean, Francis Ngannou versus clearly Gypsy King is going to have to carry him if they do that fight. He'd have to carry him because he knock him out.
Oh, you don't think Ngannou has a chance
at all? No chance at all. Gypsy King's got a crazy beard. He's got angles. He's got cardio. He was named after Mike Tyson. Yeah. Like he was born to be a fighter.
I get you. I got on the cardio, yeah. The beard, yeah, but I don't think he faced anybody's power like Francis Ngannou. I think you're right. I think the Gypsy King will win on stamina alone, and that he's been doing this for a long time. But you know, if Francis that right. Ooh, but like you said, man,
Different
like we
sport.
said over and over, boxing is different, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That power might not translate from the UFC to boxing because now you got what 8 ounce gloves,
Whatever. I think they got 12 ounces in boxing. I think they got 12 ounces.
somewhere around there. I mean, something. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I'm with you, man. I think the Gypsy King will beat them if they ever fall.
And you can't pluck a guy out of the NFL. Like you can't take the most freaky NFL athlete like a Lamar Jackson and put him in the league, put him in the association in the NBA. Doesn't matter. It's just a different skill set, right?
Yeah.
That's not going to crossover. And likewise, if they fight mixed martial arts, a boxer can't. I mean, we've seen James Toney. Remember that James Toney versus Randy Couture? How pathetic
that shit was pitiful, man.
That was pathetic. So that's what we would see if they did mixed martial arts and boxers did that. Boxers watched that and said, I don't want no part of that.
Yeah.
They want no parts of that bullshit.
Yeah, right? Boxers, you'll probably get some, retire. I mean, you had Ray Mercer back in the day. He got into the MMA and shit like that, but yeah, I just don't see it, man.
And this just in. Hey, man, it's Return of the Mac, man. The GOAT seems like he's on his way back. However, the GOAT is on his own timeline, man. My guy, Johnny Jones Bones, looks like he's ready to be back. He's being represented by Richard Schaefer. He said that him and the UFC are working on his return. Wouldn't divulge much else, but July 2nd is way too soon, though. So don't count on that, especially if Stipe is involved. I can't see that fight happening so soon. So John Jones is a master of everything fight related. He does not put himself in bad fights. He's always ready. His skill set is second to none. If his mind is right and he's up for this fight, he's going to give us, I think, a master class in mixed martial arts.
Man, I got to say something, bro. I hate to say this, man, but John Jones is pissing me the fuck off. I love this motherfucker, man. I love John Jones, man. And just to see him not fight these last 2 years, man, is hurt my soul. You know what I'm saying? I like the drama he brings. I like his fighting style. I love his talent. And I am deeply hurt by this shit. Because my boy hasn't fought in about 2 years. And I don't know when he's coming back in the octagon. John, get your fucking ass back in the cage, homie. You know what I'm saying? Because you are sorely missed by me. I'm gonna let you know right now, man. I'm missing John Jones, and I don't know. I'm hoping that he fights Stipe in September. I got John Jones winning that fight. Just stylistically, Stipe is not a big heavyweight, so this is perfect for John Jones. But I'm pissed off at John, man, because I just want his ass back in the cage, like immediately. You know what I'm saying?
John Jones is my favorite fighter by far. I mean, of all time. Him and Kazushi Sakuraba. I love Sakuraba. But for right now, I got to set the fight fan inside of me to the side and just have empathy for John Jones as a human, because John Jones is in a bad spot. He needs to fix himself. He needs whatever. He needs to take his time and get right with his spirit. That footage of him headbutting the car was one of the saddest things I've ever seen.
Wait a minute, wait. Bad spot, right? You talking about now?
Well, the last time I seen him in public, he was headbutting a cop car. That was pretty bad. That was pretty sad.
John Jones is a different cat, man. You know what I'm saying? My boy is just different, homie. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. All I know, man, is that you got certain individuals, man, when they're a certain high caliber athlete, they do things differently. You know what I'm saying? And John Jones is one of them. I haven't heard any scandals lately. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping that he got his shit together as far as got his head on straight, taking care of his daughters. And you know what I'm saying? How many daughters he got? 3 or 4? He got 3, right? I think he's got 3 daughters. So I would think that now they're getting older, that he would, tune in and be like, man, I got to be a better example for my daughters as a man, because shit, I'm a father of a daughter. You know what I'm saying? So I got to set the tone so she realizes this is how you want your husband or your boyfriend to act. You feel me? And you got 2 daughters. You feel me? So, I'm hoping that his daughters, he could look at his daughters and be like, yeah, it's time to turn my shit around. You know
Me too. I really do, and I don't want to bring everybody down with this topic. I'm hoping that he comes back. I'm with you that I want it to be sooner than later. But take as much time as you need, John Jones. Get yourself right spiritually. Get your mind right. Then come back, improve, and finish this. This is an interesting journey. The youngest champion of all time, undefeated, cleaned out the 205-pound division, moving up to heavyweight to fight who may be the greatest heavyweight champion of all time in the UFC, Stipe Miocic. That's a take my money type fight. Take my money. I don't get what. Charge $100. I'm paying it.
Yeah, I'm watching that shit.
I need that in my life. I need that fight in my life.
Yeah. Let's go, John. Let's come back for your boy, man. I'm ready to see you get down again, man.
That might be the #1 fight in out there. Period. Is there a better fight than that out there? On your wish list of fights?
Stipe versus John Jones?
Yeah. It's #1.
No.
I'm sorry. I can't think of any fight I'd rather see than that.
Nah, Nate Diaz and Conor 3. Nate Diaz and Conor 3, man. The heat. John Jones and Stipe don't really have heat. It's just the anticipation of John Jones coming back, and at that weight class, his first fight makes it very, very interesting. The GOAT moving up to a heavyweight division makes it interesting to me, and just the fact that he's coming back. But Conor McGregor versus Nate Diaz 3, that shit right there is my fight I want to see like right now. You know what I'm saying? You talking about spending money. Shit. You talking about I'll spend $200 on the pay-per-view to see that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's real talk. Them motherfuckers don't like each other. They just don't like each other. And the build-up, like you said before, the press conference would be amazing. You know what I'm saying? Stipe is too nice of a guy. Stipe is too nice of a guy to go verb for verb, a low blow to John Jones. You know what I'm saying?
John Jones, for being the best fighter of all time, is the worst trash talker ever. He's awful. Lame as fuck on the mic. He's got no skills. Like he's like. I wish he would let me run his Twitter and I could just roast niggas all day.
I don't know, man. John Jones, I know he be getting on DC like a motherfucker. No.
I mean, does he though? Does he though?
Shit, man. Hey, him and DC used to go at it, man.
Was he really talking against Smack though?
It was funny to me. It was funny to me.
Let me see. I'm gonna see if I could. Okay. So, all right.
The only bum that.
All right. Well, you know what? Let's take a trip down memory road. You know what? Let's take a look and let's see. Let's see what that was like. As I remember it, it was terrible. But maybe years later is better. Let's see. You tell me what you think.
I beat you. Hey, yeah, you beat me. Yeah, sure did.
All right. Hey, wait. People have questions over here. Go ahead. Who's next?
Is there any chance, though, 1 week from today, that you guys end up earning each other's respect in the octagon and can squash this between you? John, I asked you that first.
DC.
You got it?
Let's take a look at it. I want to pay attention. Look at that. I'm doing my work. See, I'm just being a professional. There it is. There it is.
See?
John.
Hey, the heat. The heat.
Why you gotta be so mean?
Why you gotta be so mean? Is that what beat you?
Suck. You suck.
In the stand-up.
You suck.
Come on, DC, you suck, bro.
You suck, bro.
You suck.
In the stand-up, I'm gonna run right through this dude. And your reaction to what Daniel Cormier just said.
That doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all.
I missed it. My hand on your head like you're my bitch.
Hey, what about I threw your punk ass down?
John, you hear that, John?
I missed this.
This is my time,
can we have a Daniel Cormier and John Jones fucking what 3 or 4, whatever the fuck? Keep it going. Let's go. Let's fucking go, baby. I wish this curtain wasn't between us so I come over there and spit in your face.
They really hated that made that enjoyable. The fact that they really, really, really hated each other.
That's what I'm talking about. The heat between Conor McGregor and Nate Diaz is going to outshine the fight between John Jones and Stipe.
I was talking about an actual fight I wanted to see and how that would go down. I mean,
I know, but I'm just saying, I mean, but yeah, we're gonna get that. That's gotta happen. John Jones, come on back, man. Come on back.
I'm not rocking with you when you're saying he's a good smack talker though. We're not there. Man.
Hey man, fuck DC. That was funny as fuck. I don't give a fuck what you said. He was serious as fuck. He felt that through his core.
Yeah, he felt proud of it. So you got that one off. He's like, I got that off.
Hey, I love the back and forth between DC and John Jones. That shit was hilarious, man. Oh,
I think we got. There was one more thing. Well, you want to get into the fight card, or is there anything else you want to talk about before we get to the fight?
Yeah,
card?
man. Hell yeah, I want to talk about a couple things. I got. See. Okay, so you're not a big fan of women's MMA. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? Women's MMA are the shit. It's the shit to me. Sometimes to me, women's MMA is better than some of the guys. You got to send some shout out, some love to Macy Barber, man. Her second fight in a row, victory after losing 2 in a row. You know what I'm saying? I think her last loss was against Roxanne Modafferi. I think her last loss. That two in a row losing streak. But the fact that now she's with Team Alpha Male out here in Sacramento, man, is being noticeably good in her last fight, man. I liked it. Her takedown defense, you know what I'm saying? Her clinch against the cage and shit like that. Uriah Faber is in her corner too. The California kid. Hey, man, shout out to Macy Barber. I'm glad she pulled that victory away. You know, I like to see her. You know, I think her and Cynthia Calvillo are in the same weight class. I love to see that fight because you know there's a little heat now. Cynthia Calvillo left Team Alpha Male and then have Macy Barber versus. I think Cynthia got a fight coming up though, but I would love to see Cynthia versus Macy Barber. That would be a good fight.
Weight class?
Yeah, Cynthia moved up to 125.
Cynthia will roll this girl up, man. What you talking about, boy?
Huh?
What you talking about, boy?
Listen. Hold on. Before we get crazy, I'm a Cynthia Calvillo fan. I'm just saying this will be a good ass fight. It will be heat because we got Team Alpha Male, who Cynthia used to be with, and now she's with AKA. I think she is. You know what I'm saying? And Cynthia's coming off of 2 losses, I think. You know?
Yes, she's not on a hot streak right now, but I just think that she's the more experienced fighter. I think she would actually pull that one out. I can't believe you got me talking about girls mixed martial arts here.
Man, you need to jump on the bandwagon, man. I don't know what it is. These women be ball. Did you see Jessica Andrade standing arm what was it? Arm bar? Did you see that shit? Not arm bar, but what was it? What was the submission? Arm triangle, whatever the fuck it was.
I did not watch that.
Yeah, you need to get on this train, man. You need to get on this motherfucking train.
I was coaching. So I missed this card this last week.
Man, you got fucking UFC Fight Pass. Miss me with that shit.
I'm not watch it. I can watch fights once I know the outcome.
Bro,
fights. Like part of the interest for me is
you need to get you got ESPN Plus. While you coaching, you can look down at your phone every once in a while and shit like that. Miss me with that shit. You need to jump on. The point is, you need to jump on women's MMA, man. You know what I'm saying? Jump on it. Jump on it.
I mean, if it's a good girls fight, I'll watch it, but those are few and far between.
Name one. Name one good girl fight that you would watch. Name one.
Anything with Joanna Jacek, anything with Wiley Zhang, anything with Thug Rose. I actually
Well, speaking of that, Wiley Zhang, she's getting ready to fight Joanna, the rematch. They're scheduled to fight in June, I think it is.
It's gonna be a 3-rounder.
Yeah. It's gonna be in June, I think it is. So the rematch. What about you're not on the Thug Rose versus Carla Esposa?
Listen,
you tripping. I'm gonna let you talk. I'm gonna give me a motherfucking ice and give me some more drink.
You know what? Yeah, we'll put a pause and I'm gonna go grab me a brewski real quick as well.
appreciate you guys tuning into the show. Me and my boy B-O-N-Z, Smack the God. Pretty much this podcast is two cats that known each other for a long time that love the sport of MMA. We don't script this shit. It's straight off the head. We don't take notes. We discuss what we're going to talk about, and we go off the head. A lot of cats have this shit edited. Have an editor, fancy microphones, fancy lighting, scripted. But we just two friends that getting together and having a conversation about sports, mostly MMA. Now we'll cross genres. We'll talk about different things and everything like that. But most of the times, man, you got two homies that just talk MMA. So you guys are just a listening piece of two individuals that talking shit to each other. You know what I'm saying? Straight love, but we go hard at it though. You know what I'm saying? I gotta check this motherfucker a couple times. He think he knows shit more than me. I gotta get the audience. I gotta get the audience in too. I gotta get the audience on my side and shit, man. You be talking all that shit.
Just like I gotta check this motherfucker, man. Debo and shit, nigga. Oh man. But no, man, and I got to get into the bullshit. I got some bullshit to get into. But before we get into the bullshit, man, let's do a quick rundown of this weekend's fights. People know Smack God. I'm one of the best fight prognosticators on the planet. My track record is impeccable. My defense is impeccable. He says he's Alexander. No, I'm Alexander.
Impeccable, but you still haven't given my push-ups yet. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah, broken clock is right 2 times a day. You heard me.
Yeah. Okay, I heard that. All right, let's jump into it, man. We're gonna talk about the main card, right?
Let's get into the main card, man. You know what I'm saying? I gotta teach you what it means, like when we talk about some of these gambling odds. So, but for today, we won't do that. But next time, perhaps we could talk about if you.
Yeah, because for the people that's listening, I don't gamble. When it comes, I might $5 bet with a homie or something like that, but I don't know odds. I don't know I don't know what the fuck a parlay means. I'm ignorant when it comes to gambling and shit like that. But my boy Bone said he's gonna talk to me about 5 years ago and ain't taught me shit. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is.
You gonna blame me for that, man?
I'm just saying, homie, I still don't know shit about gambling, homie. What the fuck is a parlay? I hear that all the time. Oh, it's a parlay. What the fuck is a parlay? But okay,
man, whatever. It's gonna change your life, homie.
Yeah, all right. I'm not into losing money, homie, but okay.
No, it's gonna change your life. Wait a buddy. You gotta fuck with the real ones. That being said, man, UFC on ESPN number 35, headlined by Rob Font versus Marlon Chito Vera. Who you got? And that is an outstanding fight at bantamweight. Who you got now?
Shit. I like Rob Font, man, but Chito Vera he's been fighting some good veterans, but so is Rob Font, man. I'm going Rob Font. Fuck it. Put my money on the table. You know what I'm saying? Always bet on black. I'm going Rob Font, man. I think he's up and coming. Chito Vera, he whooped on what was the last? I think his last fight was what, Frankie Edgar? You know what I'm saying? I think Frankie Edgar, unfortunately, he's the father time has caught up with him. And Chito Vera looked good at fight, but Rob Font, man, he comes. He's straightforward all the time, man. You know what I'm saying? He's strong. So I'm going Rob Font. I think he's more technical too, and I think Chito Vera is more wild. And I think Rob Font's gonna catch him.
You said always bet on black. Which one of these dudes is black?
Isn't Rob Font black? Well, shit, he look black. No, if he ain't black, he look black.
They about the same color. Him and Chito Vera is about the same.
What is Rob Font? He looks black, homie.
He might be mixed or something. I don't know, man.
Mixed with what? What is Font? It ain't Brazilian. It ain't Mexican.
I tell you, he's not. He's not this.
Oh, you fucked up.
Is that coming through?
No, I didn't hear shit. No.
Like
I was telling the audience before, this shit ain't scripted. This is live. We doing that. We winging everything.
I hit my sound effect. It was playing darkness, everybody, darkness. I guess it didn't come through. All right. Back to the drawing board on that one. That was a fail. Womp, womp, womp. I don't know. Hey, man, I got to disagree with you on that one. I got to do some more tape study on this one. But I really like Rob Font. He's got really good stand-up. He's a stand-up fighter that's got good enough grappling. He can keep fights standing. He works his jab. He fights
His
very
takedown defense is really, really good.
Really good. Yeah, he's really good at stuffing shots. He's had success he beat Ricky Simone, who's a wrestle fucker, right?
Yeah, but he's garbage.
I'm just saying, Ricky Simone is the type of guy, like a wrestler who could give a stand-up guy who didn't have the proper wrestling defense fits. So I'm saying,
yeah,
I don't think Ricky Simone is terrible, but I think that being able to keep
you're right
against that guy is pretty impressive. But the thing is, Marlon Vera is deadly. He's dangerous. He's got a lot of tools, man. And when you look at his victories, he's got victories over Frankie Edgar, Davey Grant, who's solid, Sugar Sean O'Malley. So to me, those are really, really, really strong victories. I think he's got some better victories. Rob Font has some decent victories, but if you look at Rob,
he beat the Magic Man and he beat Cody Garbrandt. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
guys with no chin. He's fighting guys who really have no chin.
Frankie Edgar is at the latter. Frankie Edgar is at the latter start of his career. And you can say that about Frankie, and you know what I'm saying. So
Frankie, on the resume, to me, beating Frankie Edgar in 2021 is more impressive than beating Cody Garbrandt in 2021. You know what I mean? Just that's what I'm saying. And Marlon Moraes, I mean, he's cooked. He's cooked.
Yeah. I get it. I get what you're saying. But you also got to take into account that Frankie Edgar has a lot of tread on them tires, bro. So the name Frankie Edgar is bigger than Cody Garbrandt and Marlon Vera. You're correct. But there's a lot of tread on Frankie, man. You know what I'm saying? I hope. Yeah. I don't know what's, that's a segue to another topic, man. I love Frankie Edgar, man, but Father Time does not lose.
It catches up to everybody.
Everybody.
Outstanding fight, but we agree. Outstanding fight. You've got Rob Font. I've got Marlon Vera. I might change my tune after I watch some tape. I haven't really had a chance to tape study this fight, so I'll reserve my right to change my pick, and I will put my picks on Twitter. You can find me at the Smack God on Twitter. The co-main event is. Can you believe Andre Arlovski is still in the UFC?
No. And he's still productive. That's the thing.
And he's fighting against Jake Collier, who's not fat, he's fluffy. I
got the pit bull. I got the pit bull, man. I'm riding with the pit bull, man, until he retires. Every fucking fight he goes until he retires, I'm riding with him. You know what I'm saying? If he's fighting somebody who just came off of fucking tough or fucking the contender, I'm riding with him. I don't give a fuck. I love the pit bull.
I remember we went to UFC 100. Remember we went to that, and we're at the Mandalay Bay. And Andre Arlovski was just chilling right next to me, drinking a beer at the little pool right down there. I was like, I'm fucking Andre Arlovski. That was fucking long.
Andre Arlovski was the man. He was the man back then. He was chiseled. He was buff. You know what I'm saying? The dude, I love Andre Arlovski, man. I love Russians and Ukrainians. Maybe I shouldn't say that with everything going on now, but I just love the accent of the Russian. Oh, I shouldn't have said that because then you're going to probably start doing the accent.
Andre Arlovski. I am Andre Arlovski. Hello. Nice to meet you, Micah. Hey, have some vodka.
You sound like Count Dracula from Sesame Street, homie.
He's got, exactly. That's how.
But that's not. I don't think that's Russian. I think that's like Yugoslavian or some shit, homie. You feel me?
You gotta admit that was better. My Russian accent is improving. I got it.
Right. You don't gotta give me credit yet. I'm gonna have to hook you up with my Russian friend, Andre or
Igor.
What's his name? Yakubowski. His name was Pavel Yakubowski. My little Russian homie.
Okay. All right. So you got Arlovski. I can never put my money on Jake Collier. Jake Collier's a small underdog. He's plus 125. I'll put a little bit of money on Andre Arlovski. I don't understand how Jake Collier won his last fight. I think he fought against that chubby guy. Was it Parker Porter, if I'm not mistaken? Was that his last fight?
Who did he
Or
fight?
what? No, his last fight was actually Chase Sherman.
Jay Sherman. Yeah, he won that fight. He submitted him.
That's
He
crazy.
submitted him.
That's crazy. I was sleeping on Jay because he looked. I mean, when we seen that guy disappear and come back in the UFC and put on like 60 pounds of pure fat, that was crazy. That was crazy. And Tom Aspinall just ran right through him. But in retrospect, Tom Aspinall is that guy. He's going to run through a lot of people. Tom Aspinall ran through Volkov. You know what I mean? So he's running through a lot of people. So Jay Collier, I can't see anybody picking him and putting money on him. But hey, I'm on Andrei Arlovski. I can't say, again, this is middling heavyweights. So not super excited for that, but it's Andrei Arlovski, so I'm tuning in. Next fight on the card is Andre Touchy Feely versus Joe Anderson Brito. Do you know anything about Joe Anderson Brito?
I don't know shit, and it don't matter because I'm going with Touchy Feely. You know what I'm saying? So when you say his name, Touchy Feely.
That sounds really creepy.
Exactly. Touchy feely, exactly.
That was really, really, really creepy. You got
I mean, fuck, my boy's name is Touchy Feely. I mean, I'm just saying that's one of the coldest. That's one of the coldest. Hey, that's one of the coldest nicknames in the MMA. Touchy Feely, because he gonna touch you with them hands and them knees and them elbows. What happened to your face? Hey, what happened to your face? Touchy Feely.
All right, so let's take a look at this Joe Anderson Brito guy. I don't know anything about him. Let's see.
It don't
See if
matter.
he's good. I just want to see, he looks like he's in shape. He's throwing some hard kicks.
Is this his first fight in the UFC?
Golly.
Oh, see, see, there you go. There you go. You caught up in the moment. There you go.
No, I'm saying it's gonna be a good fight. This guy's fireworks, dog.
Man, he's fighting somebody who they just picked off the street, homie. This is not a UFC fight. This is like Sacramento.
Bueno
what?
Elio Bueno?
Who the fuck is that? Nah, man.
Let's see. I'll let you know. Duelio Bueno. Let's see who he is. I don't know anything about the guy he's fighting. He could be absolutely nobody. This guy is he's 12-3. Looks like he's a submission fighter.
Who are you talking about?
Joe Anderson Brito.
Why aren't you talking about okay, but
I'm trying to get to know
is this his first fight in the UFC?
I do believe
this is his first fight in the UFC. So this is no. This is no. This is his second fight.
Okay. I'm not familiar with the guy.
This is the second fight. I never heard of the dude. It's gonna be a second fight.
Last time out. He did have a fight on the Contender Series against Diego Lopez. And he did win that by decision. He's gone to decision his 2 fights in the UFC. So I think the shit he's doing on the regionals is going to hold up. This might be a fight where I bet the over that it goes the distance because Andre Feely's tough to get out of there. Tough guy to get out of there, right? And I don't know that he's going to be finished. This guy seems to be pretty tough as well. Should be a pretty interesting fight though. 27 years old. It looks like he's got a good skill set. So it's interesting to see this fight. I'm glad I did a quick shallow dive to take a look at what's going on.
Man, this dude, the way I'm looking at him right now, his aggressiveness is going to be his downfall. It's going to be his downfall. He's going to come in hella aggressive and he's going to get touched up. Touchy. Oh
my gosh, we got to get on to the next fight. Grant Dawson is fighting against Jared Gordon. That's actually
I got Jared Gordon, man. I like Jared Gordon.
You got Jared Gordon in that one?
I got Jared Gordon. I'm going Jared Gordon. And what's the name? He's not the favorite. He's the underdog, huh?
He's an underdog. He's plus 145. I got Grant Dawson there. Grant Dawson is an outstanding grappler and a wrestler. Jared Gordon, he's no slouch either. But Grant's a solid dude. He's solid everywhere. Not a deep dive on that one. I got some more tapes there to do. But I'm on Grant Dawson there. Anything extra to say about that fight?
Not because this fight card is really not the best as far as name quality, but yeah, I mean, I like Jared Gordon. You know what I'm saying? That's all. That's it. That's all.
All right, cool. Then Gerald Mishart versus Christoph Jotko. Jared Mishart is plus
How
150.
you just going to skip over the homie Darren Elkins? You just skipped over him.
I'm going off of best fight odds, and that's not the next. I'm going off of their order, fight order.
Oh, shit. Okay. So Christoph. I still don't think Gerald is over that Josh Shamayev punch. You know what I'm saying? I think he's a good fighter, but I'm going Christoph in this fight.
Well, I don't know what you mean by that. He's gone and won 3 fights since that fight. He finished. Gerald Mishart has won 3 fights since that. He's got 3 straight submission victories after that Kamzat fight. He finished Bartosz Babinski, who was a grinder motherfucker in the first round. Mahmoud Muradov, he beat him, and he beat Dustin.
The reason why I said it, Christopher, he's a good striker. So I don't think he can handle good. Like you said, he's more of a submission artist. You know what I'm saying, Gerald? I don't think he's gonna want to stand with this dude. That's what I'm basing that off of.
Gerald has a ton of fights. How many fights he got? I'm looking him up right now. Gerald Mishra has 48 fights professionally. So I don't think he can fight just about everywhere. You know what I mean? He got 14 losses, and like he's been dominant over that 48 fight stretch. He's extremely experienced. So I think he'd be ready for this fight anywhere that happens. And it's not like Christoph Jotko is some outstanding great striker. Christoph Jotko is more of a judo practitioner. He fights a very slow, deliberate fight style.
He's better. He's better than Gerald as far as stand up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he beat the homie, your boy. What's his name? Anders. Anders is a good striker.
My boy?
He beat him. No, that's his nickname, your boy.
Okay, all right.
Come on, dog. Get with it, man. You know, get with it. We're an MMA show, homie. Act like we know some shit, homie.
I know some shit. I didn't know that was a nickname, to be honest with you. I really didn't know.
Yeah, that's his nickname, your boy.
All right. So moving right along. Our viewer left. I don't know who the viewer was. Is there anything in the chat? I wonder. Then the last. We got to talk about your boy, man. Talk about it, Darren Elkins.
Yeah, man. I love Darren Elkins. Love him. Team Alpha Male. You know, man, let's talk about Team Alpha Male, man. They got highs and lows, man. Shout out to the homie, the homie Josh Emmett. You know what I'm saying? You know, shout out to the homie Josh Emmett, man. I hope he's recovering well off his injury and shit. I hope he's getting the fight soon. But Darren Elkins, man, I love Darren Elkins. You talking about somebody who doesn't have a boring fight. You know, I'm always riding with Darren Elkins, man. So good dude, good family man. You know, he don't give a fuck. He's like, man, I'm either gonna die on the sword or I'm gonna stab you with it. So shout out to Darren Elkins, man. I'm riding with the damage, baby.
I got what's the odds on that fight? Darren Elkins is minus 165 against Tristan Connolly. I mean, Darren Elkins has a lot of, you know what? When I bet, I like guys that got great cardio. I like guys that have a beard, and I like guys that can wrestle and grind. And Darren Elkins checks all those boxes. I usually like to catch him as an underdog because I feel like he always has a shot in these fights. He's actually a favorite here. I don't like betting him as a favorite, so I might avoid this from a gambling perspective. But the pick is Darren Elkins. I don't really think much of Tristan Connolly. The only other fight on this card I give a fuck about is Alexander Romanov, but he's minus 2,000 versus Chase Sherman. So King Kong is going to smash. He's going to Hulk smash Chase Sherman by all, by everybody's count. This should be.
I'm going Chase Sherman, man. Fuck it.
If you're going Chase Sherman, you better bet that because he's 10-1 underdog.
I don't know what
$100 bet would make you $1,000.
I might bet it.
Or $10 bet. A $10 bet will make you $100. So I would say throw $10. If that's your pick,
well,
bet that.
I'm betting that shit. I'll put $100 down. I'll put $100 on that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I see he's plus 12. You can get 12-1. Yeah. So that being said, man, I've got a hard out today. There is some bullshit that I want to get into, but I think we can kind of hold off on the bullshit until next time. We got to keep up with our Kardashians. There was one thing I wanted to get into, but I think I'll hold off on it. It had to do with Megan Thee Stallion.
You holding off on the bullshit? What? Stop the presses. What the fuck is going on? I don't think I'm talking to the smack guy. Nah, this can't be the smack guy.
All right, you know what? A little bit.
I threw the bait out there. Look at him. Look at him, y'all.
A little bit. We gotta look.
Hey, hold on. Before we do this shit, let's be clear. When we do the bullshit, the bullshit segment of the show, I have no idea what this motherfucker is going to present. So I'm going, like everything else, off the head. So present it. Go ahead, Bones.
All right. So there's been a lot of bullshit going on. I'm not sure if you've been following the Meg the Stallion situation with Tory Lanez. But before we get there, have you seen what a train wreck? We talk about Black China. Khloe Kardashian thought Rob and China's toxic behavior would hurt the family's brand. They are being sued by Black China right now. Black China, let's just see. Is this sharing right now? Can you see this?
You gotta choose one, the food or your phone. Either or.
I want you to see. Can you hear this or no?
These are my fries.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep going.
Those are your fries.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying you gotta choose one. You're not gonna help out.
I'm about to. Can you just see I'm about to go down?
I'm saying like.
I didn't see that falling. God, you gotta relax.
This ain't the toxic one?
I have not raised my voice.
My phone or holding his food. I'm not your mother. Like, you better hold fries and like start yelling at me. Like, what?
Yo, you have serious anger issues.
How am I gonna grab your fries?
Why are you
that's
yelling,
falling?
you psycho? What's wrong with you?
Look, because it's aggravating.
Take the tongue ring out and relax. And
No, mind your business and relax. Rob likes to pick with me. He loves to like see me get hot.
What,
and I'm
are
just
they a
sick and
couple?
tired of him like playing with me.
Oh, that wasn't the one. That was okay. There was one.
Are they a couple?
They were. Now they're being sued because they wanted to do a show, and then the Kardashians stepped in and said, "Hey, you can't do this show." Y'all.
Wait, what do you mean? Rob and China wanted to do their own show?
Yeah, they were doing their own show, and the show was terrible. Like they were arguing the whole time, and then so basically the other Kardashians stepped in, and they're like, "Nah, y'all can't do the show. Y'all are bad for the brand." So she's suing them because that was the bag. That was the bag for her. I wanted to show you a segment where she was like, "Are you texting other bitches?" Like she was going dumb on them, right? And then she threatened. Her mama was out there talking shit. Oh my God. Her mom was out there talking shit.
Hey, listen, I'm listening to you, man. You love this type of shit. This shit is what this is where we're at right now in society. This is where the fuck we at. You love this type of shit. You got hella excited. Look at you. Look, hey y'all, look at this motherfucker. I can't stand this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? But you love this shit, homie.
Oh my God, it's my guilty pleasure, man. It's my pleasure. Remember Friday when the dad was like, all day long, my foot up a dog ass like bang, 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 bang. I love it, son. It's my pleasure.
Yeah, bro, you tripping. I can't stand this shit, man. I can't stand it.
It's my guilty pleasure, man. I gotta keep up with the Kardashians, man. I gotta know what's going on. Did Kim Kardashian really photoshopped out her belly button from her most recent pictures? I mean, what's going on? Who does that? Who does that?
Why do you even care? Why do you even care, bro?
I don't know.
So if they got a big ass bunion on their toe on TMZ, you gonna watch that shit?
Where's her belly button? You see this picture?
What?
Look at this picture. No belly button.
I don't give a fuck.
Why would you?
I'm still fucking. Kim Kardashian is bad as hell. Belly button or not.
There goes our PG-13 rating.
Man. Hey, when you throwing this bullshit right here, man, you know, come on, man.
I do. Okay, I got one more thing. I
don't. And listen, for the record, I don't like the bullshit segment, but he loves it. You know what I'm saying? He loves, hey, AMJ, hey, I got some bullshit. And he knows my reaction.
Oh,
I don't want to hear about it, but I gotta give him something.
All right. This one is fight related. All right, look at this. Look at the Island Boys.
Oh shit. The fucking video of them fighting off. Fuck. Hey, show that shit, bro.
Uppercut.
Hey, show that shit, bro.
Show the kick right quick.
That was. Hey, show it, bro. Show it. That was horrible.
You can't see it? That wasn't playing?
Nah, I can't see it. All I got is back to work 3 days after COVID diagnosis.
Oh, my bad. All right, my bad. Okay.
Hey, listen, I saw that shit on Instagram. That shit is horrible. No, on TikTok. That shit is horrible, bro. That was a disgrace. He was like, show him the kick real quick. And he look at this.
Yeah. Right, this is how fast he is.
Look at this shit right here. Jesus Christ. Look at this shit right here. Chin all up. Look at this shit. Uppercut. Wow.
Yeah. I show him that kick real quick.
Wow.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
God damn.
That's just him training. Any rapper, get on Cameo right now, book the Island Boys, link in the bio, Cameo. Yeah, y'all already know what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, damn.
I ain't gonna lie. That damn near made my day when I saw that shit on my timeline. That damn near made my day. But
I ain't got no words. I got nothing else to say, man. But god damn. Wow.
I do want to show you that Meg Thee Stallion is, for whatever reason, going after.
We went from a hard out to now you can't stop. It's like a drug. Okay. You can't fucking stop, homie.
Wait,
look at this shit.
Well, no, because I want you to know that I got like a 3% battery, so that's why I said I got a hard out. But I just want you to see Megan Thee Stallion, right? Megan Thee Stallion playing the victim. But I want to ask you, where are the goddamn tears, Megan? Look at this. Look at this. She's executing Tory with Gail Kim. Gail, whatever her name is. Check this out.
It was an argument because I was ready to go and everybody else wasn't ready to go. But that's like normal friend stuff. Like we fuss about silly stuff. Right. Here's this man screaming.
Where's the tears?
Dance, bitch.
He said dance.
And I'm just like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Like he's
balls. Hey, hold on. Bones. Pause it. Hey, homie, check this out. I've known you since the 6th grade. I love you, dog. But right now, I'm gonna revoke your man card right now, dog, because this is some soap opera. Where's the tears? What the fuck are you looking at, homie? Where's the tears? Are you serious? This motherfucker tripping off. You tripping off Megan Thee Stallion. Where's the tears? That's
okay. You know what? We need to lead up. We got to actually do more bullshit to lead this up. All right. You know. Okay. You know. Let's. You know, I'm glad you said that. Let's take.
And you love this shit, dog. You love this shit.
Allegedly, Megan Thee Stallion says that her boyfriend told her to dance, bitch, and shot her in the pinky toe like it was Harlem Nights. Right.
So what happened with this? Who the fuck is Tory Lanez?
He's a rapper.
Okay, so I heard about some shooting. I heard that on the radio about some shooting.
Okay, so you don't even know why this is funny. Okay, so
I don't listen to this stupid shit. But go ahead.
So
I bet you know.
The story comes out that she got shot in the feet, and then first she said she stepped on glass. Then she said he shot her. Then she said her back. She's been changing her entire story like every month her story changes, right? But then we got like a lot of reports that come out that he didn't actually do this shit. So she been dragging this nigga name through the mud, and then it's turning out like, yo, this bitch been lying the whole goddamn time. So now that everybody knows she's lying, she decides to book this interview to go on Gail's show. And while she's on the show, she's trying to convince everybody that he really shot her. But everybody saw the forensic reports, and the forensic report said it don't look like she was shot, and there was none of his DNA on the gun. So I'm just looking at this. So what's going on? This is a media war. This is media wars. Her team has put her in this interview to make her look good and him look bad. And they've been doing this for like the better half of a year. So now I'm just laughing because now everybody's like looking at her like, hey, yo, like, we kind of realize you're lying right now. And it just goes to show you that the setup was in. So I should have set that up. I should have set that up, but no. She's out there fake crying on a show. Like, this girl is really fake crying. She's fake crying.
Well, you are fucking excited about this shit, homie. God damn.
I love media.
My boy is excited about this. Hey, you more passionate about this shit than MMA right now, dog. You know that, right?
What are we talking about, man? We're talking about Rob Font versus Chino Rivera and Jake Collier versus Andre Arlovski.
Hey, man, have some respect for Rob Font, homie. Have some motherfucking respect for Rob Font.
What are we talking about this week?
He's an up-and-coming champion, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Jake Collier is the okay. Listen, I can't even think like I really give a fuck about a card with Jake Collier in the co-main event.
Well, the card is not the best, bro. But I don't give a fuck who's on the fight card. You're gonna want to talk about some bullshit before a fight card any day. You know what I'm saying? This is what you do. You love this type of shit, huh? And it's cool. It's cool. Well, it ain't my shit, but it leads up to a great show. And with that, man, I think we better having some message joy. Existential left even. Let's get the fuck out of here, dog.
I gotta get that. I gotta get that as a sound effect.
There you go. There you go.
That was dope. Hey, let's end on a high note. Hey, another great show. Thanks for tuning in. This is MMA Vibez. I am BOZ, the Smack Guy. That is just JMMA, the only guy that can go toe-to-toe with the Smack Guy, man. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Shout out to all the first-time listeners. Shout out to the last-time listeners. Hey, I'm going to say this. Hit the like button. Hit the comment. Subscribe. I never say that. I'm terrible at YouTube. Hit the like button, comment, subscribe, help us in the algorithms.
And shout out to Team Alpha Male this weekend coming up in the fight card. Team Alpha Male, let's go, baby. Let's go.
Let's go, Darren the Damage. Hey, let's go, Andre Touchy Feely. Let's go. Who else?
Touchy Feely.
Oh, my God. Yeah. I was trying to go on a high note. You had to go do that shit. You had to end on a low note. All right.
We out of this motherfucker, man.
Deuces.